if you want to do statistics or data science, first, of course, you need data. And once you have data, you have to store it somewhere. No matter if you also have a CRM, that is a kind of database for customers and potential customers. And here comes into the playfield databases. In this video, you will see other services that allows you to have free databases, so you can try them. In another video I showed you other ones. The first one is PlanetScale, that allows you to have MySQL databases. It is a different technology of the previous video, that is PostgreSQL, and I won't discuss the differences between those kind of technologies. As you can see, if we go into the pricing, they also allow a hobby usage with a very generous plan, but please remind that no free lunches exist. It is free in the date I record this video. When you will actually see the video, maybe it won't be free anymore. If you want to create a free database, of course we have to do the sign up, then we land inside this page and we create a new database. We give it a name, video test in this case. You select the free version and you see it is based on AWS, and it is an infrastructure I don't like, because I don't really like cloud solutions that come from big companies. Then we go down and you see that we can't create a database because we have to have those details. After you compile the card details they ask, and they just want it for safety measures, they don't actually take the money, you can create the database. Here you can select how you want to connect to the database. I will select Python. Here I can create a password. Of course I show it to you because after this video I will delete the database, so I have no security concerns. Same for this one, and here it explains how to configure the Python application. It is not easy, as you can see, to set up as other services I showed you in the past. Here we have other sensitive information, and here they show an example on how to access the database. Now go to your database dashboard. We see that it is working. We see that we have a primary and a replica. If we click connect, we can see again how to access the database, and here we saw the metrics for the free plan. And that's it for PlanetScale. Next one is MongoDB, that is more known compared to PlanetScale. If we go to pricing and we go to all plans, we have a very generous again storage for the database, and if we click here and we compile some stuff, we end up inside their service. Database deployments, we click on plus, create a new cluster, shared because we are in the free plan. I select Belgium, and also you notice that according to the provider the regions change, and also here we have let's say cloud providers I don't like, but anyway I can't create a cluster because as you probably saw here before this video I already created one. After some technical minutes you can have the credentials to access the database, clicking on connect, where you will find what you need. Next one is Xata, in this case powered by PostgreSQL, that is the same technology of the previous video. If we go into the pricing again, we have 15 gigabytes of data storage, that is even more generous than the previous two, but the same consideration applies of before. That means it is generous, it is free, it won't last forever, also because as you see they might use Amazon or Azure or Google Cloud as infrastructure, and of course those companies are for-profit companies, not no profit. Again, start free, name, test video, database location, let's say EU Central, credential. If you don't know how to use those credentials to access the database, I invite you to see the previous video because there you saw possible difficulties on these regards. Let me go back also to the MongoDB. Let's check this again. Connect. We have to create the user and the password. And here comes a more difficult part. Let's pick this one and Python. And here probably is something you saw also in the previous video. So again, those services are more difficult to set up compared to the ones of the previous video. So let's go back here, continue. Let's select Python, continue. Here again you see something a little more complicated, same considerations of the previous video. Let's click finish and here we have our endpoint. Last one for this video, Cockroach Labs, pricing, serverless, of course same providers we saw also before. Get started, we create a new cluster, of course the free one, in this case, cloud provider, the famous two, next capacity, start for free of course, next finalize, let's leave this name, create cluster, SQL user, generate and save password, next, here we have some settings that we saw also before, again a bit technical, we can click on close and on connect we see again what we just closed. Of course, as I said already twice, if you don't come from IT or you never did such things before, they might look intimidating. Fortunately, there is an easier way to have databases if you have certain services that host your company's website. If you want to know this or how to set up the database that best fits your case, because Excel or Google Sheets aren't enough anymore, you can contact me on the page contact of www.staticalmo.com and you can book a call of around 30 minutes where we will discuss your case. Bye and see you the next time.